I don't. I gotta go get that tonight. All right.
For the shoot tomorrow.
Yep.
That feels satisfying too.
They do. They really do.
With that little like spring action in there.
But how long will it last though? Make sure it don't break.
And
but
it sticks out like
you
permanently.
see, we can take RS2 and RS3 plates too. So
which is what the plate that was in here is. So
yo, my name is Osiris Franklin. I'm a Savannah-based DP. We got our boy
David from Augusta. I'm an Augusta-based DP. I probably have to redo that.
You want to say it again? Oh, he changing his shorts. You gotta do that on camera. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. But this is my boy David. Me and David worked the first time with who did we work with? The first time we met. Because we are in this Atlanta filmmakers group chat. Yeah. I'm in Savannah. I'm the only one in Savannah that's in the Atlanta filmmaker group chat. We need a Savannah group chat, but that's for another day. So we met in the group chat.
Yeah, we met in the group chat, and I know.
And I bought the Angel Bird 1 terabyte from you. That's when I first met you. Was that when I first met you? Or was it at the Atlanta?
I think we met at the meetup first.
No, I've never been to the meetup because it was canceled.
True. So if I think back about it, we may have met when I sold you the Angel Bird card.
That was the first time we met.
Which was about last summer.
Yeah, it was like about a year ago.
About a year ago, because I bought my FX6 in May of last year, and then it came with it. And then I sold it because I didn't need it. And you already had one, so now you have two for like dual shooting. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's where we met.
So that was the first time we met.
But then we did work together.
We worked together.
I think we worked together twice, right? On Joel's shoots.
No, only one time.
You only came to the second one?
I came to the second one, yeah.
Okay, so I did a shoot with Joel, who's also does YouTube
Little
BTS.
Rock DP.
Yeah, he's in Little Rock, and he knows David Moorfield, and they also have been making videos. And through YouTube, I did get connected with him, and then he invited me to a job in Atlanta. And a couple months later, he sent me a message that he's coming back for a larger project at a different location in Atlanta. And he asked me for recommendations. And I know I sent him a list with like 3-4 people from the group, the Instagram filmmakers group, for camera operators. And he needed 2, so I was one of them who filled the role. And I think maybe you were the fastest to respond to him or something.
I don't know
the list, but like he picked you to come up there because I think I posted about the job. A couple people replied, and I just put all their information, and there's a list. Yeah. And so he reached out to everyone individually, not through me or with me. And then we ended up working together last year at the airport on his corporate shoot with the presentation and the hotel room shoots. I think it was in September or the end of September or something. That's definitely the time we worked together in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that was a job where we didn't have to bring anything, just us. There was
we had to bring our bodies.
Yeah, we were just cam ops. He built all the sets, and Joel brought like all the equipment for all the different rooms that he was doing. And I do actually have a YouTube BTS on my channel of that
BTS
of that 2 days. Yeah,
that was awesome. It was a great 2 days. We using Sony FX6s.
Yeah.
That was my first time using a Sony FX6. It was real cool. I liked it. It really made me feel like I wanted to make that next step in my production or make that next step in my career on getting a Sony FX6.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. That like
I was like, because I kept asking questions about it. Yeah, all I had 2 FX3s.
Yeah, you didn't have an FX6 at the time. In the form factor and just the
body alone and the body, and I lifted it up and hold it. I was like, okay, this is not that bad.
Yeah. And I know that you got it shortly after that. So now you're shooting mainly on the FX6, right?
Yes, sir.
That's always the main camera.
Yeah, this is the main baby right now. Till the FX6 Mark II come out.
Yeah. and it is very, very, very built up.
This is how everything is built.
It's a pretty heavy rig.
Do you think it's heavier than yours?
Yeah, it's definitely heavier than mine.
Jesus. I need to lighten the load.
It's definitely heavier than mine. I don't use rails of any kind on mine, so I save tons of weight there. And my monitor is also not this massive.
Small HD Cine 7.
Because this is, but it's big. And all the other accessories around it are like full metal. I do have the Bright Tangerine VXL or AXL thing built up, but it's still not as heavy. And my V-mount plate is the wooden camera and 10-Bauer combo, which directly attaches to the body, and it's not as thick and metal as this one. So there's tons of weight to be saved.
Right here.
We have a similar microphone.
Sony MPW.
I have an Audio Technica, but it's the same short length.
Yeah.
And like the low
profile
cables.
I wish it was a little longer though. I mean shorter, not longer.
Yeah.
Because this is always like, I'm always hitting it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared I'm going to break this.
Yeah, I think the Audio Technica that I have, and maybe it's because it has a longer foam, but it probably only sticks out like this much in the back. So like not even an inch.
I could do that.
And I also have low profile cables up here. So they're literally the flat ones. Because I don't want to get into it. I don't want the cable to be also wrapped around.
So I got my cable and wrapped around. So it's right around the handle to the XLR.
Yeah. That seems like a pretty
Or is that,
cable.
no, my...
Well, it goes that way because it comes up here.
So look, it's wrapped around the handle right here, then comes back around into the XLR because the cable is so long.
Yeah, I think you need a shorter, low-profile XLR cable. The one that B&H sells, and they have the custom colored caps.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are much better fit. The microphone itself is fine because you're mostly doing ambient.
Yeah, we're not really using this.
I probably only use the audio from that microphone like 1%, and it's only for ambient, like just to pick up a crowd noise, some laughters, maybe some wind or a car going by, something like that. Like whatever just fits that one clip of B-roll to make it like authentic or like feel real.
Yeah.
I never use it for dialogue or anything like that.
So, so this is my FX6 build. I had it about maybe a good year now. I think so.
Close,
I
don't think it's a year.
Not a year, maybe like 8-7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, not close to a year, but not to a year. But the stuff that I learned from this camera is amazing. I love the internal NDs. That's the biggest thing. SLR is great. I have down my FX3, so I really wasn't worried about that. But this small HD, hands down, I love it.
Yeah, that monitor.
In the sun, it's awesome. It's just straight amazing. Bright sun. Yeah, these nits, 1200 nits. Or 1500?
It could be higher. Yeah, it could be 1500.
It might be 15 or 18. Yeah, I got the Cine 7.
The Indy is lower. So the Indy 7 is lower than the Cine. So you might be close to the 2000 too. 2000, yeah.
2000, yeah.
Could be 2000.
I would have to look it up, but yeah, I might put it like right.
And this is the David Moorfield monitor setup, by the way. So
with his arm,
all the arms and everything.
Quarter blue, and then So
and it does work.
It works,
but it is very, very big.
It's very big, very heavy. But I can move it up, down, and everything. So
because I don't think he even has a 7-inch on his. I think he has a 5-inch. I think he's
I think he got a 7.
I think it's a 502. He has
he got a 502 on his. He used to use the 502, and then he upgraded to the Cine.
Okay, so back in the day, maybe he had the 5-inch one, but yeah, this looks a little disproportionate to the camera. Like it feels
so
a little,
big,
like intimidating how big that monitor is.
Like when people see this, they be like, "Oh, you brought that? What is that?"
I mean, it's cool that you can like flip it around for the talent to see it because it's like you can flip it upside down and like it is cool for that for sure. And if you're filming outside, yeah, absolutely. I wish I had something like that for those shoots, but in this configuration, I think it's a little too big for me. Like I don't
What
think.
monitor do you have on yours?
Well, I use the built-in Sony a lot, just as it is. But I have small HD Focus 5s from a long time ago. They're like old.
That's HDMI.
They have SDI versions.
Oh
too.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3. There's 2 Focus 5s and a Focus 5 OLED, but they don't do like more than 500 nits. So outdoors.
Oh, you done?
I can't really
you covering that thing up, and
well,
you like this.
I have the sunshade for them, and like you have to look at it through the sunshade. And I pretty much never actually use it for framing because it's so bad outdoors.
Then why have you not upgraded, sir?
Well, because it's so expensive to get 3, and I like the conformity.
The one that's talking is so expensive, right? He got 2 $3,000 tripods. 2, not 1, but 2.
Well,
okay.
I mean, you're saying that just ordering it yesterday too, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, I do need monitor upgrades. But I'm just doing as much as I can with the ones that I have for now.
Okay, that's smart.
And what I do with them is I switch them to the focus peaking mode, which makes them black and white, and only use red for the focus peaking. It's a mode in the
you don't have
in the small HD. So I can use the Sony for rough framing, but I use the small HD to always have like either focus peaking or EI zones.
Okay.
Or basically, well, it could be false color or EI zones depending on the user which one you got used to, over time. Because I can see that, like I can see the colors. It's not bright, but I can tell the difference between the green and the pink and the gray. Like, it's good enough for that if I have to shoot outdoors.
I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the camera's like crooked. It's slant. It's not level right now.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that's hard to kind of. And this is a good demonstration.
This is why you hold your camera.
And this is why you buy a Flowtech with the activate.
This is why you buy a Flowtech. Flowtech, you don't gotta worry about this.
Because the bottom screw, and I used that for like 7 years, like tripods like that, and it's always like you're fighting your own like camera, trying to hold it upright on the top and trying to keep an eye on the bubble level or the built-in thing on the screen to like see, oh, am I good? And as soon as you tighten it, it will move.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh shit, okay, I'll do it again.
But this do have a quick release system where it's like 1-2 turn. Yeah. And you don't have to turn all day.
That's actually nice on this Hirui. But then you get the Flowtech with the quick level. And all you got to do is just hold the top of your camera, pull up with your other hand, and as soon as you let it go, it doesn't even have to lock. As soon as it like grips like 10 degrees lower than the top, it's like solid. It doesn't move. You can't move it. And then you just move it down for like final lock. So you're not gonna be in that situation where you didn't anticipate the weight of the camera when you loosened it, and then it does this. Like it just, it scares you, it trips. And if you do that in front of a client, like they see that. Like they see that you like jumped.
Yeah.
And like they don't really know what's going on, but they would know that like that's not supposed to happen, right? Like it's like a little panic moment. So when I switched over to this, it was a difference. And first, when I bought my first Flowtech, I didn't buy the head. So I used it with a head like this from Hirui for probably 3-4 years. Not 3 years. 3 years before I bought my first Activate head. And that was painful buying it separately to add to the leg that I already owned.
He said he just wanted the
second
legs.
one, I bought the bundle, which is the same bundle that you bought, and that was more cost effective. I mean, it's hard to say that.
He got 2 active 8s.
But
2 active.
Well, yeah, 8s. I do have 2. One for my FX6 and one for my FX3. But that's
I didn't
the
know
only
FX3
cameras,
like a $3,000 tripod. You paid $2,000?
It's 25, yeah.
So a $25,000,
$2,500, yeah.
$2,500 versus a $4,000 camera. The tripod is half of the camera.
I mean,
like
in that aspect, yes, I get where you're coming from. But I do also have a plan to get a second FX6 because I only have 2 cameras now. I downsized from
why you won't wait till the FX6
to
Mark 2?
Well, because I don't know if what we're gonna get with the sensor that they'll put in the next gen.
We already know they're gonna put a full frame.
Well, yeah, but what if the color science is like more closer to the Burano or something?
And that'd be
like,
more magenta.
And yeah, and like if it's harder to match, or you have to use like different types of LUTs that are matching the gamma or whatever, I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather than sell the current FX6 and then buy 2 of the new ones, but I don't see the point. I'd rather buy somebody's FX6 for cheap if they go to the Mark II, because I think my FX6 and yours and a lot of people's will last way longer than what we would think. Like as far as the business side goes, because when we talk about gear just because we like it, it's a totally different question than the business that it can do for you.
Oh yeah, all this gear, even the tripod, that's half what the camera costs. It's an investment. It makes our life easier.
Yeah.
In certain ways than more. It's certain ways than more. I say.
And uniformity is important for me, like as in having the same, because I can mix and match, and I don't have an issue with like, hey, this plate doesn't fit this, and then like, oh damn, that I have to take this off, and then like, oh, if I want to go to my gimbal, I have to like take my whole cage apart for like, everything is in one system for me. Like that's an important thing. So like my FX6, my FX3 goes in here with the right plate. I can just take my FX3, put it on my gimbal without having to take anything off, and I can just put it back here as like in 2 seconds without having to mess with the plates and the rails and the shoulder pads and all that stuff. I like to keep it as minimal as possible. Like
that's true.
Like literally as minimal as possible, especially if I have to do handheld stuff.
All right, so give me your favorite thing about your favorite thing about your FX6
compared to like previous
cameras?
Or
one
just
thing,
in general.
Just in general.
Okay, I think my favorite thing is the physical controls on the left side, like all the buttons.
Cool.
If they would have more buttons, I would love it more. Like I want more custom.
He's just want to press all the buttons. I would say my favorite thing is the ND filters, because I shoot a lot outside, outdoors, and the ND filters really helps. So yeah, he want buttons. We could put more ND in the FX6. I'll take that, Sony. So
I like the ND too, but I like the control that I have over the camera.
Yeah.
Without having to go into 7 menus on an FX3 to do something I can do here with one button, or a dial, or even the joystick on the top handle while you're shooting. Because a lot of times when you're like in the shot and you want to do something, you can't do it on an FX3. Like you can't change certain things because you can't even get into the menu when you're recording. But on this camera, if I'm holding it with my right hand on the top handle, I already have control over a bunch of things with the custom buttons up here. But I have my left hand to fix with audio or change my base ISO, or like literally like adjust my ND real quick.
Yeah, it do help. These buttons do help on the side.
Like, or just switch to manual focus real quick because I'm filming something, but then some random person walks in the back and I don't want the face tracking to like jump switch. So I just quickly hold the focus on the front, and then like, and the scene is clear, I just let it go and let the focus do its thing. So
that's awesome. So thank you, David. What's your YouTube channel?
It's David Monostori, just as it is. He's gonna have to put this on the screen because
even I wouldn't know how to spell that.
Nobody would be able to spell it. Yeah.
But that's been a great talk. I guess next time we might talk about how I like the Satchler tripod, because
he's gonna have to try it first.
Yeah, I played with his and I liked it because it's easy. But yeah, with that being said, we'll see y'all in the next video. So peace.
All right, it's like a podcast.
I know, right? I wish we had like